I've got some financials for you today, as Activision Blizzard have released their Q1 2016 financials and have reported record digital revenues as well as spike in monthly active players for games such as Call of Duty and of course the Blizzard titles such as Hearthstone, StarCraft and of course Overwatch, which the open beta is now open. And Destiny has of course been doing rather well for itself and has actually reached close to 30 million registered players, with 55 million playing Activision games monthly. Now, that is up 10% year over year. And in particular, Call of Duty MAUs were up quarter over quarter and year over year. As for Blizzard, their combined games had a total of 26 million MAUs, up 23% year over year, with Hearthstone surpassing an impressive 50 million registered players. And you might remember that back in November, that figure sat around 40 million, so they have gained 10 million since then. And since the new expansion, which of course is Whispers of the Old Gods, daily active users and record hours played have risen. Going back to Destiny for a moment, as we said, it has reached nearly 30 million players, and Activision said during a call to investors that each player has logged over 100 hours on average playing that particular game, and over 10 billion hours were spent playing Activision Blizzard games during this quarter. They also touched on a few other things, such as, for example, that during the holidays, most players chose the PS4 Call of Duty bundle over others, and the publishing boss Eric Hirschberg said that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare pre-orders are high, but we didn't get any exact figures on that, unfortunately. Now, he also touched on the number of dislikes that the Infinite Warfare reveal trailer has been given since the day it actually came out. And Hirschberg actually said that Black Ops 3 actually faced a similar situation when it was announced, likely due to the setting and just general dislike maybe for the mechanics and a few decisions that were made. And he said that the number of likes per view on the trailer are, quote, higher than we've ever seen, and continued, quote, we have more people playing Black Ops 3 than any title in our history, and this is despite the number of initial dislikes the reveal trailer received. Like Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare is set in the future. If we never took creative risks, we wouldn't have a franchise. Now, he did go on to say that they are aware that most people want the, quote, nostalgic for boots on the ground gameplay, which is why they are, of course, remastering Call of Duty Modern Warfare and bundling it in with Infinite Warfare, but puzzlingly not selling it on its own, which I think is a bit of a mistake, but hey-ho, that's the decision that they've made. They also noted during the investor call that there will be 2 more Black Ops 3 content drops this year, and noted that the monthly active users, which is MAUs, and digital sales such as season passes and DLC are at an all-time high. The Blizzard president Mike Morhaime said that the Overwatch open beta, which of course went live not too long ago, has already seen millions of players. Moving swiftly on to revenue, for the quarter ending March 31st, Activision Blizzard reported net revenues of $1.46 billion, which is in comparison to the $1.28 billion that they recorded during Q1 of last year. Revenue from digital came in at an impressive $926 million, which is up 59% year over year, and representing a Q1 record of 64% of the total revenue for the company. So, there you have it. Unsurprisingly, Activision Blizzard are doing rather well for themselves. They, of course, have numerous high-profile titles under their belts. Of course, they've got all of Blizzard's library, Call of Duty, Destiny, so it's hardly shocking that they're doing rather well for themselves, and not exactly surprising that despite the dislike that Infinite Warfare seems to have gathered, pre-orders are high and they seem overall pleased with the views versus likes versus dislikes that video has gotten, and if we see the same pattern with Black Ops 3, the game will do well, despite the, shall we say, mixed reception. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.